Juventus Stadium is an all-seater football stadium in the Vallette borough of Turin, Italy, and the home of Serie A club Juventus Football Club. The stadium was built on the site of Juventus's and Torino's former home, the Stadio Delle Alpi, and is one of only two club-owned football stadiums in Serie A, alongside Sassuolo's Mapei Stadium. It was opened at the start of the 2011 Euro 12 season and has a capacity of 41,000 spectators. The stands are just 7.5 am from the pitch, a major improvement from the Stadio delle Alpi. The distance between the last row of the grandstand and the pitch is 49 am. The first match played was a friendly against the world's oldest professional football club Notts County on September 8, 2011, where the match ended 1-1. Veteran striker Luca Toni found the net after Fabio Quagliarella failed to convert a penalty. The first official competitive match was Juventus Parma, which was played on September 11, 2011, where Stephan Lichtsteiner scored the first goal in the new stadium in the 17th minute. The stadium hosted the 2014 UEFA Europa League final. Background: Juventus's previous permanent home ground, the Stadio delle Alpi, was completed in 1990 to host matches for the 1990 World Cup. The club's move from their previous ancestral home, the Stadio Comunale, to the Stadio delle Alpi was controversial. The new stadium was built at a great expense, was relatively less accessible, and had poor sightlines due to the athletics track. Despite Juventus being the best supported team in Italy, attendance at the Stadio delle Alpi was dismal. Average attendance was only a third of the stadium's 67,000 capacity. The club bought the stadium from the local council in 2003, a decision which was popular with fans. Juventus moved out of the unpopular stadium in 2006 and began plans to build a more intimate and atmospheric venue. During that period, he played their matches at the newly renovated Stadio Olimpico, which was also unpopular due to its low capacity. In November 2008, the club unveiled plans for a new 41,000-seater stadium on the site of the Stadio delle Alpi. The new stadium, built at a cost of $100 million, features modern executive boxes, among other new developments. The completion of Juventus Stadium made Juventus the only Serie A club to build and own their stadium at the time. Then club president Giovanni Gigli described the stadium as a source of great pride. Development. Environmental compatibility. The construction project aimed to ensure a low environmental impact of the work of the construction site via the use of advanced environmentally sustainable technologies. This stadium is constructed to reduce energy consumption from non-renewable energy sources by reducing waste and optimizing the resources available. The stadium can produce the electricity it needs using solar energy captured through photovoltaic panels. It produces warm water which heats rooms, changing rooms, kitchens and the football field through a network of district heating, heats hot water for the dressing rooms and kitchens of restaurants using solar thermal systems. These alternative energy sources are aimed at helping the stadium meet the criteria dictated by the Kyoto Protocol by generating multiple results: reductions of greenhouse gases, no air pollution, no risk of fire, integration with district heating, containment of waste, intensive exploitation of solar energy through solar tracker tools, no production of chemical or acoustic emissions, reuse of rainwater, reduction of at least 50% of water needed for irrigation of the field. All the concrete from the old Stadio delle Alpi demolition have been separated and reused for the new building. Other materials left have been divided into types, to be recycled, resold or reused throughout the new stadium's construction. The reinforced concrete used for the steps has been crushed down and reused as a supporting layer of the soil, with almost 40,000 am3 of concrete put towards the construction of the new stadium's foundations. Around 6,000 tons of steel, aluminium and copper were recovered, the reuse of which provided savings of more than €1 million. The implementation of this sustainable construction policy has ensured a global savings of approximately €2.3 million. Naming rights. Juventus signed an agreement with Sport5 Italia which gave the company exclusive naming and partial promotional and sponsorship rights for the new stadium. In the agreement, Sport 5 was given the rights to the name of the stadium and to market the sky boxes and VIP seats. Inauguration. The opening ceremony of the stadium was held on September 8, 2011, with a historical exhibition match against Notts County. The choice of opposition is due to Juve's historical links with Notts County, as their now iconic black and white stripes were inspired by County's jersey colours. The game ended 1-1 with goals from Luca Toni and Lee Hughes coming in the second half. In return, Notts County have extended an invitation to Juventus for a return match at Meadow Lane in 2012 to celebrate County's 150th anniversary. Services. Juventus Premium Club. The stadium includes 3,600 premium seats and 64 sky boxes. Services for the club include reserved entrance to the stadium, luxury armchairs with personal LCD televisions, exclusive restaurants, bars, lounges, finger food at half-time and after the game, reserved parking, access to the museum. The Juventus Premium Club is the Juventus corporate hospitality project, aimed at companies who wish to entertain their clients and partners to lunch or dinner at the Juventus Stadium before the match. In addition, the stadium houses a 34,000 m2 shopping complex open every day and parking space for 4,000 vehicles. The Juventus Museum is located nearby. Stadium Tour. A 70-minute guided tour of the stadium is offered every day. Guests are taken around to see the dressing rooms, facilities, museum and the pitch. The tours were initiated in November 2011 and the first tour was led former Juventus player and current board member Pavel Nedved. Audio guides are also available to foreign visitors in English, French, German and Spanish. Area 12 Shopping Centre. On October 27, 2011, Area 12, a shopping centre adjacent to the stadium was opened. It has over 60 shops, 2 bars, 3 restaurants and the first Electric Conad hypermarket to feature a drive-through service, allowing customers to do their shopping online and collect their pre-packed goods. The new Juventus Store, at 550 square meters, is the biggest sports club shop in the country. It was designed by Giugiaro and architect Alberto Rolla. The shopping center has 2,000 parking spaces, of which 800 are covered, and was provided by San Sisto, a company which sees the agreement between Nordiconad from Modena, the Northern Italy cooperative of Gruppo Conad, CMB from Carpi and Unieco from Reggio Emilia, 2 Italian companies in the field of shopping center building. J Museum. The Juventus Museum, called the J Museum, was unveiled on May 16, 2012 by club president Andrea Agnelli and museum chairman Paolo Gambatti and opened to the public the following day. A noted feature is the extensive use of technology to provide a different approach to the traditional concept of a museum. The museum is chaired by noted Italian journalist Paolo Gambatti, who was previously a journalist and correspondent for La Stampa, La Repubblica and CNN Italia. The museum has been a popular point of interest with visitors to the stadium. Just 4 months after opening to the public, it has recorded some 40,000 visitors. In November 2012, the museum's management announced a partnership with 2 popular local attractions, the National Museum of Cinema and Regia di Venaria, to offer a discounted ticket package for visitors. Events. Stadium Business Summit 2012. Juventus Stadium hosted the Stadium Business Awards held in May 2012. Europa League Final 2014. On March 20, 2012, UEFA announced that the Juventus Stadium will host the 2014 UEFA Europa League Final. This was the first time the city of Turin hosted a final of a UEFA club competition. The hosts ended up being eliminated in the semi-finals by Portuguese side Benfica 2-1. Future developments. Contenassa project. On June 11, 2010, Juventus acquired a 50-year leasehold on the 270,860 m² Contenassa area from the Turin City Council for a $1 million, with the aim to redevelop over 10 years with a series of projects and an investment of at least $60 million. The project includes, among others, the construction of the future headquarters of the club Euro, which will be built in the Contenassa. The club has pledged to construct a Juventus soccer school and will also build hotels. Gallery. References. External links, official site, stadium picture, stadium journey article.